The Garden of Eden. If you want a cherry tree, you must plant cherry seeds. You cannot get a cherry tree by planting a lemon seed. Why? Simple truth. What you sow, you reap. Each thought you think is like a cherry seed. Each thought is planted into the totality of your consciousness. Your subconscious mind is like the fertile soil into which you would plant the cherry seed. Your emotions are like the trees that grow from the seeds you planted. Our emotional reactions are the fruit of thousands and thousands of thoughts. Seed thoughts planted over the years. Thoughts nurtured and watered over the years. If we want a good orchard of cherry trees, we have to be willing to get our hands dirty. We have to get down on our knees in the dirt. We have to get muddy, scraped skin, and insect bites. We have to pull weeds. We have to have patience to get through the frustration when some seeds don't grow. Many times we will get into bed tired, with aches and pains all over our body. These are some of the reasons most of us prefer to buy our cherries instead of growing our own. It takes the same kind of dedicated effort to plant beautiful thoughts, nurture beautiful thoughts, and reap beautiful emotions as it does to get the cherry orchard. There is pain, frustration, and work. There are also many delicious hot cherry pies to enjoy as the fruits of our dedicated labors. You can look forward to relaxing in the shade of your cherry trees and eating some fresh cherries by just reaching over your head and picking them. I just thought of something. As much as I am using cherries for my example of truth, I hope you like cherries. If not, use your favorite fruit in place of cherries. I definitely want you to enjoy the fruit of your labors. What about the emotional trees in your life you do not want? What about the seeds of negative emotion that we seem to habitually plant? Simple. Stop planting them and stop watering them. Stop nourishing the negative seed thoughts you don't like. Anytime you notice your mind hung up in a negative pattern of thinking, say one word 2 times. As soon as you notice yourself thinking negatively, say, cancel, cancel. Every time you say, cancel, cancel, you will notice a gap between your sentences of negative thought. There will be a moment of silence before your mind returns to repeating the negative seed thoughts. In the beginning, this gap will be very tiny. You may find it difficult to even notice. However, it is there. Be open to it. Look for it. In this moment of silence, use effort and feed the righteous seed thoughts. Plant the righteous seed thoughts you desire to grow into beautiful emotion trees in your life. The negative seed thoughts will keep trying to pick up where you interrupted them. Just keep saying, cancel, cancel. The gaps between negative seed thoughts will get bigger and bigger. Keep force-feeding the positive seed thoughts you desire. Your use of the words cancel, cancel. And the effort required to plant the seed thoughts you desire, in addition to refusing to water and nourish the trees of negative emotion you don't want in your life anymore, will work. The key to success is sincere desire for the beautiful trees and the patience to grow the orchard. When you stop feeding the trees of negative emotion in your life, the negative trees will wither and die. They will struggle to live, but if you are persistent, they will eventually die. We have let our mind and thoughts run our mental and emotional show for so long that it takes a lot of time and effort to assert our mastership. We must truly desire the truth that sets us free. Your emotions are expressions of your thoughts. You cannot have an emotion without the seed thought to begin it. Even the thoughts that are subconscious will eventually show themselves to our consciousness. The thoughts, both subconscious and conscious, will feed our emotional experience. To change your emotional experience of life, just change the seed thoughts you are planting. It takes a few seasons to grow trees that bear fruit. Have patience. You will be rewarded along the way with glimpses of how your truth tree is growing. It is like watching a cherry tree grow. If you stand and watch it 24 hours a day, you will not be aware of how it is growing each and every day. However, look at the cherry tree every week or two, and you will be able to notice some growth. It is the same with the growth of the emotional trees we want to experience in our life. What seed thoughts will you now choose to plant? In 5 years, will you be reaping cherries, lemons, or a garden of weeds? Remember, if you do not consciously plant what you wish to reap, then what you will most certainly reap is what you do not wish to experience, like it or not. You like weeds? The choice is yours to make. You can think only one thought at a time. Will that seed thought be a positive one, or will it be a negative one? Truth is simple. By simply not taking the effort to plant the seeds you want and nurturing them to maturity, you may reap a garden of weeds that will choke your appreciation of the miracle of your experience of life. If you want righteous and beautiful emotions, plant righteous and beautiful thoughts. If you want emotions of peace, plant seed thoughts of peace, peaceful thoughts. If you want emotions of joyful appreciation, plant joyful appreciation thoughts. If you want emotions of divine ecstasy, simply plant seed thoughts of wonderment at the miracle of your awareness of being aware, experiencing the incredible beauty of the universe. Plant and nurture these positive seed thoughts, and you will reap the Garden of Eden. And it won't take long for you to start tasting the fruits of your Garden of Eden. Guaranteed.